Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you're all fit and fine and having wonderful time at home. I welcome you all in lecture number 4, Science of class 3. Dear students, as you already know that in the previous lecture, we have started unit number 8, Electricity. Yes, a very important topic. And you already know that electricity is one of the basic necessity of our life. Can you imagine passing days in hot summer without fan or AC, and at the same time spending night time in darkness? Electricity is really important for us. We will learn more about it. Dear students, before starting today's journey of learning, let's recall what we have learned in the previous lectures. We have learned about electric current. Electricity flowing through a path or a wire is known as electric current. Then we have learned about conductors, those materials that allow electricity to pass through them. Then insulators, opposite to that of conductors. Insulators do not allow electricity to pass through them. Then we have learned about circuit and what are the basic components of a circuit. And dear students, at the end we have learned about a complete circuit and its components. Dear students, let's recap 3 very important points. Number 1. A complete circuit is needed for an electric current to flow. It means that an incomplete circuit would not allow electric current to flow. We will learn about an incomplete circuit in this lecture today. Number 2. Electricity cannot jump across a gap. It means that if the path is broken, at any point electricity would not jump across it. Electricity would not flow through it. Number 3 and most important point, a complete circuit is always closed with no gaps in between. Dear students, can you see this image? Yes, you are smart enough. You can clearly see that the path is broken, right? The wire or flex is not connected with the battery at one end. You can easily see that there is a gap, right? At this point, the wire is not connected with the battery, so the circuit is incomplete. From such circuits, the current will not flow. Right, dear students? So this is an incomplete circuit. Then, dear students, in these images, you can clearly see the difference between an incomplete and complete circuit. Yes, where the circuit is incomplete or has a gap, the bulb is not glowing. You can clearly see. And when the circuit is complete, electric current is flowing through the circuit, right? And the bulb is glowing. So dear students, a complete circuit is always needed for electricity to flow. Dear students, we have finished unit number 8, electricity. It's time to have your home assignment. These home assignments would help you to recap the knowledge that we have gained in this unit. I'm showing you a picture. You have to think, you have to watch this picture carefully, and then you have to guess that whether this bulb will light up or not. You can also discuss this answer with your friends. And I know that you are quite smart and you can easily answer. The bulb will not glow because the circuit is broken or there is a gap in the circuit. We have learned it that when there is a gap in the circuit or the path of the flow of current is broken, the current will not flow. And when the current will not flow, there would be no glow in the bulb. Then, dear students, a very easy concept check for you. Label the parts on this picture of a circuit and you can easily do it. Right, dear students, आपको पता है कि सर्किट के कौन से बेसिक कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं, राइट? और वो कैसे एक दूसरे के साथ अटैच्ड होते हैं. तो आपने वन बाय वन इन ब्लॉक्स को फिल करना है by choosing the correct component of the circuit, right? Okay, let's fill the number 1 box. And you know the answer, you are very smart. Yes, the answer is bulb. Number 2 block. Right. Now this block is pointing to which part of the circuit? Battery, exactly. Then number 3, flex or wire. And number 4, yes, it is the filament. Now what is the filament? The thin wire inside the bulb. I have already told you. Then dear students, let's quickly recap the new words that we have learned today. Number 1, current. The flowing electricity is known as current. Number 2, conductor, an object that allows electricity to pass through it. Number 3, insulator, exactly opposite to that of conductor. An insulator does not allow electricity to pass through it. Flex, a piece of wire covered by a thin layer of plastic or rubber. Filament, a very thin wire inside the bulb that actually glows. Chemicals, chemicals are present inside the cell or battery that store electrical energy. And at number 7, battery, a tiny store of electrical energy. Dear students, you have to write all these new words in your notebooks and learn them thoroughly. Here comes the exercise, dear students. We will first solve the objective part of the exercise. And question number 1 is choose the correct answer. We have 4 possible answers and we will have to select the correct one. Statement number 1. In order for a current to flow through a circuit, it must be A. Complete, B. Incomplete, C. Simple, D. Electric. And you all know, dear students, that current can only flow through a complete circuit. So the correct answer is complete. Statement number 2. Why is plastic used to cover electrical wires? A. It looks nice. B. It keeps them neat. C. It is an insulator. D. It is a conductor. You all know, dear students, in metallic wires, why we have plastic layer outside? Because plastic layer does not allow electricity to get out of the wires. It is an insulator. So correct answer is, it is an insulator. Statement number 3. Which of the following is a good conductor of electricity? A. Wood, B. Plastic, C. Metal wires, D. Glass. So dear students, you have to choose a good conductor out of these 4 options. Yes, your answer is correct. Option number C, metal wires. Then statement number 4. What is stored in a battery? बैटरी के अंदर क्या चीज स्टोर होती है? ऑप्शन ए इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, बी फूड, सी एनर्जी, डी water. And you all know that battery is a tiny store of electricity. So correct answer is option A, electricity. Statement number 5. Which of these are parts of a circuit? A. Battery, B. Bulb, C. Flex, D. All of them. Yes, all these are components of a circuit. So our correct option is all of them. Yes, option D. Another interesting question. You have to fill these blanks by choosing the correct word given in the word bank. Right. Number 1 statement. The path through which a current flows is called a dash. Yes, the path is known as circuit. Number 2. A dash circuit is needed for an electric current to flow. इलेक्ट्रिक करंट के गुजरने के लिए कैसा सर्किट चाहिए? कंप्लीट और इनकम्प्लीट? एंड यू ऑल नो द आंसर. A complete circuit is needed for an electric current to flow. Materials that allow electricity to pass through them are called conductors. Excellent. And number 4, materials that do not allow electricity to pass through them are called, right, insulators. So dear students, these were the 4 blanks that you can easily fill. Dear students, let's solve true-false statements. Statement number 1. The filament is the path along which electric current flows. Now, it's quite a thinkable statement. The filament is not only the path through which current flows. Filament is part of the path, right? Current also flows through the wire outside the bulb. So this statement is false. Number 2. Metals and waters are conductors of electricity. Yes, you have read that metal and water are good conductors of electricity. So the statement must be true. A gap in the circuit will allow electric current to flow. No, a gap in the circuit will not allow electric current to flow. Current only flows through unbroken path, that is without any gap. So statement number 3 is false. Statement number 4, a complete circuit allows electric current to flow. जी बेटा, आप सब जानते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रिक करंट को गुजरने के लिए क्या चाहिए? कंप्लीट सर्किट चाहिए, एक अनब्रोकन पाथ चाहिए. So statement number 4 is correct. Statement number 5, a pencil and a wooden ruler are good conductors of electricity. It's very easy for you to answer. You know that wood is not a good conductor. In fact, wood is an insulator. So statement number 5 is false. With the students, we have done exercise objective. Let's start solving the subjective part of the exercise. Question number 1. What does the word circuit mean? And you all know the answer. Yes, the path along which electric current flows is called a circuit. Question number 2. What is electricity which moves along wires called? Electricity that moves along wires is called an electric current. Question number 3. Why does flex have a thin layer of plastic on the outside? Answer. To avoid shocks, flex is covered with thin layer of plastic on the outside. With the students, we have finished unit number 8. We have read the text, we have seen interesting videos, and lastly we have solved the exercise. If you have any problem regarding the text or regarding the exercise, regarding any video, if you have any misunderstanding, you may ask. You are more than welcome. Jazakallah. Take a very good care of yourself. Fi amanallah.